Welcome to another video. And what we'll be talking about today is how to know if your knowledge is a digital asset, and using what we call the clear test to test your experience. One thing I want you to know: one of the biggest mistakes professionals make when trying to monetize their knowledge is doing something before they know if their knowledge is actually valuable. They spend weeks creating a course, months writing a guide, or hours designing a digital product, only to discover later that no one really needs it. So the problem is not the effort. The problem is that they skip a very important step, which is what I call validation. So in this video, I'm going to show you a simple framework I call the clear test, that tells you whether your knowledge is actually a digital asset waiting to be packaged. The problem with most knowledge monetization attempts: most professionals approach digital product the wrong way. They start by asking, what should I create? A course, a template, a checklist, a program. But that's the wrong starting point, because format comes after clarity. The real question should be, does my knowledge actually solve a clear problem for someone else? If the answer is not obvious, the product will struggle. And this is why so many digital products fail, not because people lack knowledge, but because the knowledge was never tested as an asset first. So, what makes knowledge an asset? Let's define something important. Not all knowledge is a digital asset. Knowledge becomes an asset only when three things happen. The first, it solves a specific problem. The second, that someone else can apply it. And the third, it produces a repeatable result. If your knowledge can do this, these three things I mentioned, it has it has economic value. But most professionals struggle to evaluate this. That is why I use a simple framework called CLEAR. So the CLEAR test. CLEAR is a five-part test that help you determine whether your knowledge is actually asset ready. If your idea passes this test, that's a strong chance of becoming a valuable digital product. So let's walk through it. The C stands for clear outcome. The first question is simple for you to get that clarity. This knowledge helps someone reach a specific result. Vague knowledge rarely serves. Clear outcome do. For example, let me give an example of quick idea. Productivity tips. Okay, to do what? Now, the clear outcome: reduce your weekly planning time for 2 hours to 30 minutes. The clearer the result, the easier it's for someone to see the value. Someone that is having issue with weekly planning, that they do plan their week using 2 hours. With you coming with your guide or anything you want to package, and you can shorten to 30 minutes for them, that will be something valuable to them. So the head, that is lived experience. The second test is credibility. Is this something you have actually done, not just read about, not just study, but experience directly? People trust knowledge that comes from real world application. Your lived experience contains the small decision, mistakes, and insight that book often miss. And those details are what make knowledge valuable. So look into your idea. Is this something that you've already done before? The E stand for explainable. Let's ask yourself this. Can I break this into steps? If you cannot explain the process clearly, it is not ready to become an asset yet. Knowledge assets work because they simplify complexity. They turn experience into a process someone else can follow. This might look like a checklist, a step-by-step guide, a decision framework, a repeatable system. If it cannot be explained clearly, effectively. The A stand for applicable. Now ask very practical. I want you to ask a very practical question. Can someone apply this immediately? The most valuable knowledge reduces friction. Someone should be able to take what you teach and begin using it right away. If the knowledge requires too much additional context or training, it becomes harder to monetize. Simplicity increases usability. Usability increases value. The more people use your product to achieve the result, the higher the value. Now, the R stand for repeatable. Finally, we look at consistency. Will this still work for next person? Be in 10 years, in 5 years. An asset produces reliable results, not just one of success. If your knowledge helps one person solve a problem but fails for others, it is not stable yet. But if the process constantly works, you've created something powerful. You've created a repeatable solution. And repeatable solutions are exactly what digital assets are built on. You might be asking why this test matter. What clear tests help you to do? It prevents one of the most common mistakes in knowledge monetization, which we know as overbuilding. Many professionals spend months building something before they even know if the idea works. But when you test knowledge first, you avoid wasted effort. Instead of guessing what people need, you focus on knowledge that actually has value. This dramatically increases the chance that your digital asset will succeed. I want to give you a simple exercise. If you want to try this right now, think about one thing you know how to do well. Then ask yourself, does it produce a clear outcome? Is it based on lived experience? Can it be explained in steps? And will it work constantly for others? If the answer is yes to most of these questions, you are not just sitting on knowledge, you are sitting on a potential data set. If you want help identifying and structuring the data set, even in your experience, I created something called the Digital Asset Creation Toolkit. It walks you step by step through turning your knowledge into something structured and useful. You can download it in the description below or check the comment section for the link. Because the truth is that most professionals does not like knowledge. They just haven't learned how to turn knowledge into asset. Yes. Thank you. So watch out for the next video.